Oftentimes we won't even trust a person unless we can see that they have money. You know, if we could see what kind of car they drive and how they live in and how much money is in their bank. You know, the things that comes out of their mouth or the words that they speak hold no weight unless we're able to see how much money they have. And I think that is really, really sad and shameful. But this is the world we live in. You know, your word holds no credibility, not based on what you've been able to do or, you know, how you conduct yourself or the way you treat people, but based on what you have in the bank or how many bedrooms and bathrooms you have. Where are you going, Sonny? Taking my son to the barber. And gonna brought Sunny out so she wasn't stuck in the house. I want her to be able to get out too. Look at all this trash in this shopping plaza. Nonetheless, it is a beautiful day. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. Yep, beautiful day. No complaints. God woke us up this morning. What can you be upset about? He literally woke us up this morning. You know? I was listening to a guy on the radio this morning and he was just going on. I wish I could find the quote, but it was basically a long one saying how, you know, sometimes we confuse certain things for other things, right? And so along that, he was saying that, you know, toxicity is not passion. You know, control is not caring. What else did he say? Did y'all hear that? Oh, sneezing. But he was just going on to say a lot of things that we confuse for love, and it's not, you know. Oftentimes we think something is what it is because we just want to believe that, when it's just the furthest thing from the truth. You know, I think a lot of us suffer from a lack of discernment, and so a lot of times we're not able to tell when a person is being genuine or if somebody really does love us or care for us. You know, we want to think that they do because they're giving us their attention. That was another one. He said, don't confuse attention with love. You know, just because a person is giving you their attention, texting you and all that, that don't mean they love you. You know, they've just been able to make time to contact you. But that does not mean that they love you, just because they made time to reach out. What are they saying? What are they saying? What words are they using? What actions are they showing in the midst of that? You know? Look at Sunny. Hey, Sunny girl. Hey, Sunny girl. Hey, Sunny girl. A lot of these businesses, like this one I used to come to, is the Nubian Republic Square. They had like African clothes in there, and the oils and books and stuff like that in there. Unfortunately, they're closing, so that sucks. But times are hard, you know, and people don't have the money to spend on luxuries and stuff like that. So unfortunately, businesses tend to suffer when people can't spend their money on things that they enjoy. You know, a lot of times we have to save our money for the necessities, you know, rent, food, gas, and that's it. Nothing else, you know. So if you're blessed to be able to get things that you want, not just necessarily the things that you need, you are beyond blessed, you know. But another thing too, I was watching Kendra G talk about her mother on IG. Somebody, I guess, had drawn a picture of her mother and she had it printed. I guess she's gonna frame it or whatever. And she's talking about her mother and how she knows that her mom is proud of her, you know. And I'm sure her mom is, you know. And she was saying that her mom was an angel, and that, you know, it's nothing like having an angel in heaven, you know, that's closest to God to speak on your behalf so that you would be blessed down here on earth, you know. And I'm not necessarily sure that's how it works, but I love the concept of it, you know. And so she was talking about, you know, how she never thought that she would make it, you know, after her mom died. Because I tell you what, when your parent dies, especially your mom, when you lose a mom, you're never the same. The way you think and the way you see the world is completely different, you know, because we took for granted their existence on earth, and then when they were no longer here, your eyes are just opened, right? So anyway, she was speaking about, you know, how she never thought that she would make it through that, you know, and look at her now, you know, 13 years later, how she's flourishing. But she also goes on to talk about, you know, her earthly possessions and how she's blessed. And when she referenced blessing, she referenced, you know, her high-rise apartment overlooking the city, you know, all of the money she makes, all of the accomplishments she's done throughout the radio and things like that. And no doubt those are definitely blessings, right? But in the grand scheme of things, monetary and material things are not real blessings. They are not at all, okay? They're nice to have, and we need resources in order to get the things that we desire, but those aren't true blessings, right? Spiritual blessings are the blessings that really count. Those are the blessings that people are going to be able to grow from and really gain a better understanding of the Most High through. Your financial wealth, your material possessions, and all of that means absolutely nothing to the Most High. It doesn't please God in the least, right? Our faith and our obedience are the ways that we show God that we love him. You know, that's what counts the most. That is what is pleasing to the Most High. It says it in the Bible. Don't ask me where at, but it's in there. So yeah, it's good to be proud of the accomplishments and the things that you're able to provide yourself because of God's grace and mercy and blessings upon us. But at the end of the day, it's those spiritual blessings, the spiritual fruits that we bear that count, you know. Oftentimes we won't even trust a person unless we could see that they have money. You know, if we could see what kind of car they drive and or how they live in and how much money is in their bank. You know, the things that comes out of their mouth or the words that they speak hold no weight unless we're able to see how much money they have. And I think that is really, really sad and shameful. But this is the world we live in. You know, your word holds no credibility, not based on what you've been able to do or you know, how you conduct yourself or the way you treat people, but based on what you have in the bank or how many bedrooms and bathrooms you have. If you don't have that, then the things that come out of your mouth, the knowledge that you try to impart on a person means absolutely nothing. And you know what? I sit back and I just laugh at people like that. You know, I'm of the age now where I don't care to prove anything anymore. I used to always have to prove, oh, I'll show you. But I know me, you know, and at the end of the day, what's known doesn't have to be stated. And I live by that. I don't have to try to convince anybody that I'm a good person. I don't have to say I'm a good person because I already know that I am. God knows my heart, and that's what matters. But we're so wrapped up in trying to prove who we are to people. I'm no longer worried about people. I'm worried about the Most High and what He thinks of me. So if I have to humble myself and stay quiet about my accomplishments or the things that I know or the things that I even have in order for the Most High to be pleased, hopefully He is pleased, then that's what I'll do. It is hard to do. Very, very hard to do. But I'm blessed every time. Anytime I show my ass, anytime I gotta prove something to somebody, it doesn't end well. Let me just say that. Look at this food, y'all. Yeah, I told y'all they can't cook out here in this Virginia area, right? This food looks pretty all right. Looks good. Some fried shrimp and scallops and some whiting and all that. Man, I bet you $10 that food don't look nothing like that when it come out. It don't taste nothing like it either. They be fronting out here. That's why I stick to chain. I stick to chain because I know what I'm getting. I stick to chain because I know what I'm getting out here. I've tried too many mom and pop's restaurants where I'm completely displeased. So I'm waiting on my son to get his hair cut. We're going to see what Bishop look like when he come out. We're going to see if he look fresh to death. His barber is amazing. Really, really nice guy. Younger guy. Great conversationalist. He has a son who is so smart. He's like 3, but this boy speaks so good. It's so eloquently, I just be so impressed every time I see him, but the price of things have gone up, and I started giving my lawn guy more money too. He hasn't changed his, hasn't gone up, but I was like, you know what, let me give you more because I know that things cost more. I just think that's the right thing to do without them having to ask. And so I'm gonna have to do that with the barber too, because he will fit us in. I'd be like, hey, when can I come? And he'll give me a time and we come and don't have to wait much. Like, he's literally just finishing up with the person. Like, he gauges right. We're not sitting here all day to get in. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday, he was like, hey, you can either come at this time. He gives me options, and if I have a number, he just has really good business sense, and I pray that the Most High just continues to bless him, because I can tell he is a genuine person, just a good guy, so yeah, I'm definitely going to have to increase what I give him for my son. Now, I don't bring my son to I wish I knew how. Listen, I've tried. I got the clippers and all that at the house now. But I've tried, and I jacked my son's hair up, and I usually, especially during the pandemic, I just was shaving it bald. I just would shave it bald. Because I tried fading. No, not good at it. I did try, but maybe I'll try again. I don't know. It's not easy. Cutting hair is not easy. It looks easy. They make it look easy. It's really not. It's a precision to it. That's why they have schools for it. But I wish I knew how to cut hair. Maybe I'll try again. I think I'm gonna try again. Maybe during the summer, I'll try and practice on his head again, because my son has a lot of hair. My son has beautiful, thick African hair. Me, I have thin, fine hair like my father. His hair is more like my sister, my mom, and my brother. They all have that very thick, coarse, long hair, and his hair just stretches this long, crazy. So yeah, and it grows fast. But I wish I knew how to cut hair. I really do. And I want to get a lawnmower so that my son can start mowing the back of the yard. I'm trying to figure out the right one that doesn't need gas or oil. Something simple Plus, I live in a townhouse, so I don't know where I'm going to store it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I guess I could store it in the washroom, but I don't need something that's going to take up a lot of space. And I don't want to leave it outside either. I mean, I guess I could put it in a bag and zip it up and, you know, pray that the rain doesn't get to it. I don't know. But yesterday, my son went to a chess tournament and he lost. But the fact that, because my son is normally a sore loser, my son was amazing. He shook their hands and was like, good job. And I could tell that it was killing him on the inside, but he held his composure. He practiced that emotional regulation that we speak about. And I was so proud of him. I mean, I was so proud of him because it's not typical of him. I was so proud of him. I went and bought him a video game because I wanted him to know that there are rewards in doing the right thing, you know? And so, anyways, it's been a really good weekend. I just praise the Most High for just giving me life and waking me up this morning and giving me the gumption to exercise. I exercised before I went to church, you know, so I just feel really, really good. And now we're out about. The weather is good. The sun is not beaming down. It's nice overcast, but it's warm. So anyways, this is by Sunday. We're probably going to go to the park with the dog, let her run around some. I'm going to grab some food and cook dinner, maybe turkey legs or something like that. And enjoy the rest of my night and catch up on some other YouTubians that I love to watch. Anyways, you guys have a blessed, blessed Sunday. Give me a 360. All right, I like it. Give me 15 back.
Yes, let us in.
Where you headed?
She kept on eating other dog poop. Yeah, I kept on trying to pull her. I kept on pulling away. I had to pull her away 3 times.
Good. No, Sonny. No, Sonny.
That's what I said to her every other time.
You sound exhausted. It's hard work, huh?
Well, not that much.
Mm-hmm. Still want a dog full time?
Yeah. Not that bad.
Get the stick. Get the stick. Get the stick. Get the stick. Get the...